Okay, the Lord is the yin and yang, right? Universal, can do anything they want, right? Yeah, evidently. Yesterday I proved that point. Yesterday my roommate had to go to the hospital because he was complaining about some pain up here. And I tried to tell him what to do. He didn't want to listen. Why? Because he's been in state hospitals all his life. And, just can't teach him, man. He thinks everybody's picking on him when they tell him to do something good, right? Because he's been taking that medicine all his life. So yesterday, he called the ambulance, and the ambulance showed up. And I was going to disappear for a while. I left out the door, and then I came back. Because I noticed my buddy was there, right? And I talked to him yesterday. But before I talked to him, well, I actually talked to him first. And then afterwards, we had another discussion. But while she was there, I was in the process of telling her how much of a crook she was. And she told me to shut up. And told me if I didn't shut up that she was going to arrest me. She said she was a cop. I said, that's funny. I've never seen a cop drive an ambulance. So she was just pushing her weight around yesterday. Then all of a sudden, yesterday when she rode off, I noticed there was a cop riding behind her. I guess they was trying to pull the intimidation tactic. Yeah, that's what they was trying to do. But here's the thing I'm trying to tell Mr. Trump out there. See, Trump, if you become an ordained minister, which is the same thing another one of our presidents did. See, I can't remember the name because I only looked it up once. And I only looked at it once. I'm going to try to remember here. Was it Ford? Johnson? It wasn't Johnson. Was it Johnson? I don't know. I've got it on one of my lists there. I think I saved it. Add it to my Facebook or one of my accounts on my platforms. How funny I hear all them sirens. But yeah, if you become an ordained minister and you get your LLC, and this is for everybody, because literally this is what you need. The state cannot touch you. And that brings our Constitution back into place, right? Because then they can't touch you. Then you got your foundation as Christian, right? So everybody in this world should be an LLC. I mean, some even say it's free. Some say it costs. You got to go through the state. Yeah, you got to send it to the state. So I'm not sure how you do it. I actually paid for mine because I had the money to do it. I've been saving my money since, 2 years ago, I think it was. So now, like I said, I have my ministry, my nonprofit, because when you become a minister, you're automatically considered a nonprofit. I've got my LLC, my EIN, I've got it all. And it just seems like I can't do anything wrong, right? I can't do anything wrong. Why? Because I'm not only following God's laws, I'm following, state laws. And also, guess what? Universally around the world, I'm following all the laws. So this is what makes you actually free. And a lot of people do not do this. The way less taken, right? So, yeah. For some reason, I don't know. Like I said, there's all these people out here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Who was the last one on there? It's all these different last ones. All right. So we got Trump. We got Biden. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if Biden does the same thing, because here's the thing. When you become an ordained minister, you have to know all the things in the Bible. He don't know that, right? It would take him forever. Just like it's taken my roommate forever to figure out about how life really works. He thinks it's just like, hey, you get old, you sit in a chair, you watch TV, and you watch porn all day. And talk to these girls and talk to these people that are against me. But see, here's the funny thing is, the OnlyFans, that's girls too. So how do I know he's not talking to them? That's the snake in the grass right there. That's the one that ate from the tree of life that wasn't supposed to. The man was supposed to. Man didn't get in trouble. Women is the one having the problems, right? What they get? Yeah, they got that period every month. Well, you got what you paid for. The only way to get out of it is what? To stop the period, right? And the only way to do that is to get old and get some shit removed out of your body from a doctor, right? Or to change your ways and take your olive oil every day. Be anointed, right? But you can't take the olive oil, right? Y'all can't touch that olive oil, right? Probably not. I don't know. If you're not godly, no, you can't touch it. It ain't gonna work right for you, right? Yeah, you have to know God. I had to know it before I took it. Well, here I became an ordained minister back in 2012. Sure did. 2012, I became an ordained minister. And let's see, 2012. See, where was I in 2012? 2011, I was 2010. Yeah, 2010. I was married. 2011, 2012. I think I might have been over at St. Vincent's de Paul. Might be. No, couldn't have been there. Now, oh, that's right. I was getting fed cheese pizzas every day by my roommate. Cheese, opioids, morphine. Yeah, right? So that stalled for a while. I had to get right. Took me a while. Why? Because the Lord works on you when you come to Him. Now this morning, I got a lot of ministers saying you ain't doing it right. That's why, because you're not doing it the universal way. The universal implies good and bad. Just like at the beginning. What did he say? I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the good, the bad, and the beginning and the end. Right? So, yes, sometimes you have to do things bad. Right? That's what they say. Sometimes. But not too bad. You know what I'm saying? Not illegal. Not something where it's going to get you in trouble, right? But sometimes you have to do bad things to prove to people how bad it is. Say, for instance, right, like eating cheese, right? And then showing your true colors afterwards and saying, see, told you. Or, let's see, smoking weed, right? Well, here's the thing about smoking weed, though, right? Smoking weed, right? They say that's pharmakia too, right? And I've been questioning that for the past couple days. But I remember what James Perrin told me when he worked over at Checker Cab as a dispatcher. He said, keep the enemy close. Because you know what he's going to do. So if the devil's telling me what to do and I know what not to do because he tells me to do it, then I see what everything else that everybody else is going through when they're on these drugs, right? But as far as I said, though, I still don't think weed is bad. I really don't. I think that's what they want you to think. Because the military had it put out. Why? So they could get their soldiers to fight wars. Because you can't fight war if you're smoking weed, right? You don't want to fight nobody, right? So they got rid of it. Just to keep all their stuff. The stuff that they steal from all these other countries. Equality? No, not while Americans are around, right? And they say, hey, we want to destroy Mystery Babylon. Mystery Babylon is here, right? Because we allow it. We allow pharmakia. Pharmakia is the root of all evil. It's the mark of the beast, literally. It is the mark of the beast. I've done my studies on it. It is the literal one and only mark of the beast. It's what holds everybody back from their true calling in life. Now, as I said, women and women and men cannot make babies. So therefore, it's like shooting blanks. Just like when Mom was growing up, Mom said, well, you can't have kids. You're sterile. Really? I'm sterile. No, you wanted me to be sterile, right? That's why Mom said, yeah, it's okay to do this and it's okay to do that. Sex is fine. Mom's on pharmakia, though. Mom's been on pharmakia ever since I remember. Why? Because ever since she was a little kid, the doctors have been telling her, guess what? I have, what do they call those? can't never remember the word. I want to say trimmers, right? But it's not. Well, it's body trimmers, right? But they call them epilepsy, right? I couldn't remember the word there I had to think for a minute. Epilepsy. And I'm like, so you've been taking medication all your life, and when I call you up, you say I look like a bum. Well, probably because my hair isn't all brushed back or whatever. Now she wants me to get rid of the beard and the long hair. Well, first of all, the beard keeps my face warm, right? But she don't understand that, though, because she's on that pharmacia. Now, let's see. You got the Amish that have beards, right? Don't say nothing about that. Not when we live out in Maryland. So I guess if I look like a bum, the Amish people look like a bum too, right? But Mom says she likes the Amish. Well, the only difference is they don't have a mustache, but she wasn't complaining about the mustache. She was complaining about the beard. Her husband has a beard of sorts, right? More like a goatee almost, or about around almost close. Short, not too long. But she can't tell him how to act, right? Because guess what? He bought the house, right? He sure did. He bought and paid for that house. What Mom chipped in, barely a drop in the bucket. What? A little bit from her Social Security disability. Yeah, Dad used to call her Munchausen by proxy, right? Or whatever you call it. Munchausen syndrome. Yeah, because she's stuck on that pharmacia, but yet here, Dad's talking about it. He's stuck on it too, right? But if I'm stuck on it, right, pharmacia, but I know the difference, that means I'm breaking the generational curses, right? Because the reason why I take it is to know the good and the bad. And know the difference without even having to worry about the extra stuff in between. Which is, yeah, fornication, right? Can't do that no more, right? Because you can't get with the Lord if you do that. Now, I had to drop all my nasty habits, except for the one. And the one, like I said, yeah, it says in the Bible that, yeah, evidently Jesus used it to heal. But he did it in a different form than when I'm doing it, right? So, but if I go and take the gummies, then I'm messed up too, right? So he said he used it as incense. So I guess I have to find a way for the smoke to come to me without me going to the smoke. You know what I'm saying? In other words, not smoking it. But since I got steel lungs, right? Because I'm out here taking the right stuff to get rid of the lung problem, which means in essence I'm not hurting my body. I'm actually helping my body while I'm hurting my body. Kind of like with the olive oil. See, you eat your food and you don't know what's right for you. And then afterwards or before or during, whatever, you put the olive oil in there. Kind of like the Mediterranean diet. And bam, you get rid of the bad. So if I take my olive oil afterwards, then I'm getting rid of all the bad stuff, the impurities in my body, because what? The anointed oil is exactly what it is. It cures all viruses and disease. So if I have a disease, it's curing it, right? I think so. But see, if I get rid of that problem altogether, which the only way I can do that is to have something else, right? You got to replace it with something else less addicting, right? Well, let's see. I don't need money, a lot of it, right? I just need enough to survive on, right? But yet the Lord provides. Well, okay. But here's the thing, though. A lot of people don't know about this 1099A, which is your money, but not technically your money because the government won't give it to you, right? So you have to ask through a form. Your 1099A buys you all the things that you need, like your house, your car, your bills. And meanwhile, my mom's telling me out here to get a job. But see, the mom gets nothing from me because why? I'm a corporation. And I don't use it as a corporation that has money or funds in it, because I don't have any money or funds, right? And even if I did, I would have to do something illegal or hurt somebody in the process to get those funds taken from me, right? I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't broken anything. No. Can't think of anything that I broke, because I even follow the rules here. What did the landlord say when I moved in here? No poisons. They tried to get me to do the poisons, though. The caregiving team said, hey, we want to come over and spray your house. No, I'm not willing to break my lease. Why? Because I am not breaking my lease. That's the first thing I guarantee the doctor probably told him. Then they said, well, if you fix the house, guess what? You break the lease too, right? Because I'm not supposed to fix anything on the house. That's his job, right? Just like in the common areas and my bedroom, which is unsafe right now for me. Just like the electric that he refuses to fix. So I'm doing all the legal right things, but yet I'm having to put up with all this bull crap because he won't fix anything, because he wants me to move out. He wants his way. He wants to be able to kick me out of the streets or intimidate me in any way he can. So I got the restraining order and the judge denied it. Didn't even know who I was, right? Today I got the one for Martha Gilliam. And the next one is against Careforth, against the whole company, literally. I'm sending it to the actual person. Yes, I can do that legally. I can send it to the CEO of the company. Why? Because his little people keep coming over here trying to push drugs, pharmaceutical pharmakia, witchcraft, sorcery onto my roommate, and got him convinced, just like they did over in Muscatatuck, keep on taking your medicine. Why is it so important that David take his medicine, right? But nobody's here to protect David, except for me. Nobody will come around here except for the homeless. And the homeless say they care about David, right? But the rest of the world don't even care about David, right? They ain't over here trying to teach him what I'm teaching him. The man doesn't know anything. He's like a child. But they claim he's an adult. Yes, the government organization, probably an LLC too, and that's what I called him out on. And then the next thing I know, the good doctor over here, the one that claims that he's got all these degrees and all this stuff, he's not even, he don't even care about David. He's pushing the drugs on him because he found out he was taking olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and he got mad. He left my room and didn't even he fixed it, but he barely fixed it. It fell down the next day, or that night, fell down on my bed. So I'm calling him up, hey man, all that stuff that you put up there yesterday, that's what I was telling Sam, right? All that stuff he put up there yesterday, it's on my bed now. Oh, he'll be over later on to fix it. He never came over. So how do we know he's not doing this with his patients, right? Or if he even has patients, right? Because if he's out here doing Uber and DoorDash and all this other stuff, he's either moonlighting or he's not even working with them anymore, but he's still pushing the agenda, right? That's possible. Maybe he had to do that to become what he is right now. I don't know. But I find it rather funny that all these people, even the outreaches down the road, which I've been talking about for, 2 years now. Why? Because Miss Kim Hunt Payne down there at the park got a restraining order against me, because women could get a restraining order all day, but not a man against another man. That's not a man. That's claiming to be a woman. So yeah, I got one out of him and his little boyfriend too, right? But they're saying, hey, you're not doing this right. I'm only hearing it from them. I'm not hearing it from the law. The cops around here are saying, hey, I'm doing everything the right way. But yet I'm not getting no support from the judges, because the judges are crooked as fuck. Even Clark County has proven that. Even the sheriff over there. Yeah. But in Floyd County, oh, we can't touch Floyd County? Is Floyd County untouchable because of all their money? Yeah, Floyd County, Indiana. New Albany, Indiana. Evidently, they got so much money out here, right? So is this Babylon? Probably. Because I've talked to a lot of people up in the Floyd's Knobs. They got high-end jobs, man. They work for all these high-end places, right? Doctors, lawyers. Tony Smoke worked over at the golf company. Who knows what he's doing now, right? All these people I knew as a taxi cab driver, right? And all these other taxi cab drivers, I don't see them around anymore. Not a lot of the old ones. I keep hearing they got all these viruses and diseases because they keep listening to the doctor. Like old Roadhammer, William Stein, right? Go do this, go do that. He almost died because of it, right? But he listens to the doctors. He don't listen to the right stuff. He listens to the holistic, everything you need on the ground. Back in the caveman days, right? That's what they said. They said there was hunters and there was gatherers. There wasn't none of this modern medicine, because modern means today. But who listens to Mr. Farmer? No. Would you listen to a farmer? What they say? No farms, no food, right? They don't listen to the farmers. They don't listen to us. They go to the hospital back in the day where they tell them, well, make sure you eat healthy, right? You go to the hospital, what they give you? Jello. You know what Jello is? Jello is grounded up pig bones. Yes, they use everything in the pig. Everything. Including barbecue? Oh, yes. But here's the thing about the barbecue and all the pig stuff and everything. You put the olive oil over it, and it gets rid of the disease and makes the animal clean again. That's why they say when you pray for your food, make sure you pray. Pour your olive oil over top of it. And instead of being like I was several years ago, everybody said, you're unhealthy because you had a lot of weight. I'm not anymore. In fact, the jackets probably make me look better because I've got 3 or 4 of them on. I'm not as big as I look. When I take all my jackets off and I go inside, I look skinny as crap, right? But I got all this bundled up. That's why I had the fat, though. I had the fat because I wasn't taking olive oil, but the fat kept me warm, right? So what do the old people tell you when you get cold in the house? Put on a jacket or something, right? Instead of wasting all that heat, right? My roommate sits out there with the front door open all day. Where do you think the heat's going? It's going out the window. You know, we sure ain't got no sunlight around here most days. And what we do, it's, cloud cover now. Why? Because Hollywood knows how to make clouds. There was a guy in Chicago claiming, we make clouds. Covering up the sun for you. We could have some bright sunshiny days, some beautiful days, some good crops. But they keep making clouds and seeding the clouds and everything, right? Sure are. They seeding the clouds. While you out here working and slaving your butt off in these cold days, they causing these cold days. Chicago's very own, right? Even the people in Chicago don't listen to me, right? No. I can't even get my friend to listen to me. He says he does, but do I really know? Well, people can say all kinds of words that don't have no meaning behind it. Words are not your friends. Action is your friends. Just like all the times I said, hey, anybody want to come over here and work on this band? Ain't a soul been over here to help me work on it. They don't have good intentions unless you got money. Well, how about I go buy the parts and you put it on? They won't do that either. Why? Because their bosses done told them, hey, you do any moonlighting, but it's okay for these cops to do the moonlight. But if you do any moonlighting as a repairman, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get fired. So nobody wants to come work on this vehicle. And this vehicle partially still belongs to me and another person, right? That's why it's got the handicap plates on the back. See, he can't get around and I can't get around. Why? Because nobody wants to fix it. So, we both stuck here. And the landlord wants to throw us out, so we ain't got a place to go, not even a car to sleep in, right? Because it's on property, right? And you can't push it out in the street. So we just stuck like chugging in like Flynn until something arrives, right? Some type of blessing. Because Lord knows I can't go out here asking for no money. No. My friend out there, he says, hey, if you guys have a problem, get a hold of me. I called him. I texted him even. I never got a reply back. Why? Because he says if he doesn't recognize your number, well, my old number is disabled right now. It may be still working, but I don't look at it a lot. Because why? It's mostly taxi calls. So right now, this is my main number, and I may not even have this one for very long. It just depends whether I decide to pay the bill or not, or whether I could pay the bill. Because now that the good doctor has made a complaint through my company, and they had to do an investigation, and I said, investigation? That means they don't trust me. So I called them up, and I said, I cancel this contract. I no longer work for you. You no longer work, right? So now they're trying to make me work anyways. They want to bring the bug man in here, which breaks my lease. And they want to clean up the house so they can move him to Yellowwood, which is a nursing home. He don't claim it. He claimed it as assisted living, and then he went to, oh, it's not assisted living, it's just apartment community. Okay, that's where all the old people live at, though. But you want to go there. They want you to go there. So that way they can get rid of you. That way they don't have no witnesses. Yeah. So I'm having to do all of these restraining orders. And yes, today I'm doing another one. Yes, I am. Because it seems like the company, I actually got two of them, really. Probably could do just one, but right? That means he doesn't get anything, right? Why? Because he lives within the house. That means he gets no benefits from them. That means he's got to go out and get his 1099-A, right? So he can have his own money. Why? Because they can't come into my house. They can't force me to do anything that I don't want to. And I have broken no laws. I'm doing everything the legal way and the just and right way by the eyes of the Lord. So take that, stick it in your pipe, and smoke it.